a build upon from the A&M game. And that's what I'm expecting, not a step backwards.
Because that A&M game, as of right now, to me, means nothing. I know that Arkansas played well, or they played okay. They played well enough to win. They didn't win, but they were in position to win. That's all fine and dandy. That's great. But again, that game's been like that every single year, and it's still not enough. So now that you've had an entire week off to get everybody healthy as you possibly can, and from the looks of it, from talking with Chad Morris, it looks like the majority of the guys that they were expecting to be back will be back. You're going to have Trey Knox back. You're going to have Colton Jackson playing. I mean, I'm not saying they'll be 100%, but you will assume that they're going to be playing.
Yeah. Ty Clary being ready to go and 100% big.
Oh, yeah.
We'll talk with Clay about that and the line up on the line, because Clary not being at center and going with I would assume Shane Clinton. We'll talk with him about that. I'd assume Clinton would be next. You talk about messing with stuff. You talk about just changing some things. That's going to be big.
Oh, yeah.
Know? So that's some things to really keep an eye on.
Yeah. But just going off of those guys being healthy, or at least healthy enough to play, I'm looking at it from the perspective of, listen, neither of these teams are good teams. Kentucky's not a good football team. Arkansas's not a good football team. They're both 2-3. Kentucky's 0-3 in the SEC right now. They've lost 3 straight games. There is no hiding the fact that neither of these teams are good teams. But maybe it's my bias, maybe it's just because it's the team I cover, but as far as just me trying to do as much research as I can on Kentucky and looking at them, yes, they match up better in the trenches, which is where all of it happens. And I'm not just talking about offensive line, defensive line. Both sides of the ball in the trenches, Kentucky is better. There's no denying that fact. But I believe that Arkansas, offensively in the skill positions, having everybody there, like Traylon Burks and Trey Knox and Cheyenne O'Grady and Rakeem Boyd, having those guys healthy, I think is